So this is part 3 of Unit 3D, and we're going to do question 7. And we know we're going to need proportions, or solve a proportion problem, and so we'll need ratios. And the question is, find the gasoline price. I know I'm going to have to move this, so I'll do it now. Find the gasoline price index for 1965. Okay, price index for 1965 using the 2000 price as a reference value. And in the table, the 2000 price is 155 cents. And the 1965 price is for a gallon of gasoline is 31.2 cents. And for 2000, we're using 2000 price as the reference value. So we'll we'll designate the price index for 2000 as 100, since we're using it as the reference value. Now we have to isolate P sub I. And by the way, right now, since both sides have factors of cents, if we divide by cents, both of those will divide out. So we no longer have to contend with those. Now, we'll multiply both sides by the common denominator is 100 pi. 100 pi. 100 pi. And we need to get rid of this 155, so we can isolate pi here. So we'll divide both sides by 155. 155. And now, on the right, the 155s divide out, the hundreds divide out, and we're left with pi. On the left, the pi's divide out, and so we have 100 times 31.2 divided by 155, and that's going to equal the price index. And when we carry out that, find that product and quotient, what we get is pi equals, the price index equals 20.1. And we're going to use this 20.1 price index in the next problem. By the way, that option was D. So let's go on to question 8. Keep in mind we're going to use the, we know the price index for 1965 the pi is 20.1. And since we found that using the 2000 year 2000 as our reference year, the price index for 2000 was 100. Now we're ready to work on question 8, and it says, suppose it costs $17.69 to fill a tank of gas in 2000. How much would it have cost to fill the same tank in 1965? So we've got a ratio C over 20.1 equals, and it costs $17.69 in 2000, and our price index is going to be 100. That's our reference. We use this to compute this price index, so we'll stick with both price indexes. Isolating C, we multiply both sides by 20.1, and the 20.1's divide out, and C equals the product of these two divided by 100. And what we get for that product when we do the arithmetic is $3.56 when we round appropriately. And so that's what C equals. And by the way, our choice here was B. Finally, one more problem, number 9. Find the inflation rate from 1988 to 1989. So we need to find a rate of change, so we're going to use our percent change formula. And so when we find the price index for 1989, I have a price index of 124.0. So 124, and the price index for 1988 is 118.3. So new value minus the old value divided by the old value times 100%, and that quotient equals 4.8%. And so the rate of inflation between 1989 and 1988 and 1989 is B, 4.8%, and we're done.